Yo, it's Batman Mo back with media. Now, in recent news, y'all probably heard about, scientists saying they discovered a portal to the fifth dimension and say that they have now created portals to the fifth dimension. Y'all, do you really believe these guys? Now, I'm gonna explain this whole thing about this whole fifth dimension thing here in a second, right? So you can go look this article up anywhere and find it, right? But in the article, they say that a dark matter could be the result of fermions pushed into a warped fifth dimension. Now, regardless, particle just means a small part of light. So what this is why in quantum physics, when they're talking about the double slit experiment, why they say it could be expressed as a wave or a particle, because when you look at something, you're looking at it in the third dimension with your eyes. So it is already going to change this thing that you're viewing into a construct of a limited third dimension holographic or fractalized light. Versus when you're not looking at it, it goes back into the fourth dimension or back into a waveform. So therefore, all these are really waves that come from, that are expressing themselves through vibration. And vibration of what? Vibration of the mind. So this is causing frequency, but or electromagnetism in the mind that causes vibration through frequency. But so and not our mind, talk about the higher mind. So what is dark matter, dark energy? This is this expansion because dark matter is like magnetism. So if you have many different planes of water, you got to understand that dark matter would be a higher plane of what you would call an existence of magnetism. While um what you call hydrogen would be the next one, and then the next one would be what you call helium. And it's like as the process goes down through creation. So and it's the same as if you was to say, okay, how is dark energy created then, right? So now when we get to the dark energy part, right? Because okay, you see how he says while the warp extra dimension is a trademark, and this is their article by the way, is a trademark of a popular physics model first introduced in 1999. The research published in the European Physical Journal C is the first to cohesively use the theory to explain the long-lasting dark matter problem with particle physics. Our knowledge of the physical universe relies on the idea of dark matter, which takes up the vast majority of matter in the universe. Dark matter is a kind of hitter that helps scientists explain how gravity works because of a lot of features would dissolve or fall apart without an X factor. Keep in word that X marks the spot. And I'm gonna teach y'all about that later about how, physical and spiritual light is created because I got that on my board. I'm gonna show you that later. But of dark matter. So even so, dark matter doesn't disrupt the particles we do see and feel. Meaning it must have other special properties as well. Because dark matter is neutrinos. And what you call dark energy is a process of what you call magnetism and dielectricity. So dielectricity, we're at the center mass or the axis of an object, and this is how you're able to, create this physical light or this X, or you're talking about magnetic waves and electric waves that come down at the center mass, and this electric waves that come down will be able to create the atom by splitting the light or splitting the particles, being able to split particles further into and to be able to bring them together, combine to each other to create dense balls or what they call the singularities to be able to create universes and everything else. So when they talk about these portals and stuff, what they're really saying is no, we're stepping more into the fifth dimension. As we start to wake up, we're stepping more into the fifth dimension. So they lie to y'all and say we found a portal to the fifth dimension when in actuality we're stepping further into that higher level of consciousness to realize that the fifth dimension was already there. And all you needed to do was be aware enough and have the understanding and the overstanding of what you were looking at and referring to be able to comprehend it on another level. But you have to be open minded to do that. So that's what's happening is that's why they're saying this now. Now, when you talk about, so this is just an example, but if you was to look at the scale, right, and you was to look at the fifth dimension and see how 540 hertz or the frequency is oneness, you will understand they're talking about oneness of your state of being, but you're multidimensional, so you have all these frequencies going on at the same time. But it's just for you to understand that this is what the fifth dimension is. So as everybody starts to collectively come into the fifth dimension, then the reality starts to change in itself into a more crystalline state and then higher states of matter as the consciousness upgrades the matter. I rebuke any negative energy from this. But when you talk about these portals that they're open, that they were trying to open up over the break, I ain't gonna say too many names. Y'all can see what that is. They were opening up these portals over this holiday, especially around Christmas. You got to understand they did this because they see that we are stepping into this fifth dimensional reality in terms of the vibration inside of ourselves. Now, us doing it physically that's going to come over time. But in terms of us doing it with the consciousness, with the mind, we're already doing that. So that being said, they would try to open these portals to allow these darker, older entities to come in to try to disrupt the energy, and try to get us off course of this new earth into a lower vibrational state. But we're already past that. We're already in a state where it ain't no going back. So they do it, and it's just adding fuel to their own fire. And we're getting to a state where all that don't even matter no more. As long as you are able to hold yourself in a high enough vibration and not let anything outside of yourself get to you. Oh yeah, you're gonna be there in the new earth. You feel me? Always. So remember, it's all about love. It's all about, how you treat yourself, how you do handle yourself, and all these different things as we move forward in this time period. But appreciate y'all. It's Bam Mo. Just a quick video talking to y'all about, these portals and different things like that, and why y'all need to get in tune with what's going on in current day's time and not be scared, but learn what they talking about.